Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Gym Network. I am Nke God. Welcome. Greetings from Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom State. God bless you. So in today's video, I want to shed more light on an issue that is a little bit controversial in this our days, or maybe it has been there before now, but it's like somehow alarming when it has to do with marriage. Some persons have asked, traditional marriage, church wedding and court wedding, which one is the main deal? Some other persons have said, I'm not properly married. And when I ask why, say because my husband just performed the traditional rites. We didn't do church wedding, neither did we do court marriage. Probably because the man said he doesn't have money to do all of those. And a lot of people have been feeling somehow bad about it. So that is what I'm here to shed light on. Okay, let's go back to the Bible days. What did our parents, our forefathers before us do? How was their marriage? How did they do their marriage? In biblical days, it is the traditional marriage. And in our culture in Africa, it is culturally right, I beg your pardon please, that you marry your wife. You propose, she accepts, you go to her people, get the list, and know the things you should do according to the custom and tradition of those people. And once you have done that, you are free to start living with your wife. In the case whereby you don't want to do the church wedding or the court wedding. It is in Africa here that we cumber ourselves with all of this. Those are types of marriages. So imagine doing cultural marriage, church marriage, or what they call Christian marriage. Then you have the court marriage. 3 marriages. And it is not entirely our fault. It is as a result of the, will I call it civilization now, and the things happening around us. Church marriage is a ceremony. Court marriage is just to make your marriage legal because of the wickedness and deception that is abundant in our time now. That is the reason. So if you are married traditionally, that is the main deal. The man doesn't have money to perform the marriage, the church wedding and the court wedding. That can come after now. Okay, God, what are you saying in essence? Are you saying that those of us that wedded both traditionally, church and court, is not good? No, I'm not saying that. I myself, I did all of that. But I am saying this to free the people that are in these shackles. They are being held bound. A lot of young ladies are into relationship. They have gone for introduction and they are preparing. What is holding them? When the man sits down and check the amount it will take him to do both the traditional, the church and the court, it takes longer time. So when you know that this is the capacity of your man, please let him do the main thing. I know of a colleague who went to Anambra State to get married, and he was sharing with me because I know how much he earned, and he had already fixed the wedding. I asked him, how did you manage to do all of that? He said that the marriage list is about 700,000. He showed the marriage list to me. Yes. And the lady in quote is a doctor. While he was doing a private teaching job. You can imagine how much is he being paid. And she's also Ada. You know what Ada means in the Igbo land. Excuse me. And when he showed it to me, I asked him, what did you do? He said he had gone with his parents to speak with the parents of his bride-to-be to allow him perform some at least, to allow him pay the bride price, then perform some traditional marriage rites, and go ahead to do their church wedding, since he is a pastor and it is required of him to get married before he can be given a parish. So as time goes on, he's going to clear the other side. And the lady's family agreed. Do you understand? But had it been, he said, because he's a pastor and he wants the criteria for him to be given a parish is for him to get married first, so because of that, let him quickly do church wedding, then later on, do you think the bride family will release her? No. The bride will not also go. But he explained himself, and that is it. He paid the bride price and performed some other rites. And as time went on, so this aspect is the most important. Most important. The church and the court, you can do it later on. I'm not saying you should wipe it out entirely, no. But if you can't afford, if both of you can't afford it now, please keep the church marriage and the court marriage aside. This is a borrowed culture from the Western world, and it is not our fault. It's because of the things happening around us. So if you're a lady, you are in a relationship, and this is one of the things that is holding you down, I hope you have understood now. The air is being cleared. If you are a married woman and you are feeling bad that my husband didn't do church wedding with me and no court marriage, and because of that you are feeling that you are not married, you don't have to feel bad. You are properly married, except of course you are living with the man and he hadn't done anything. Yes. So I hope that is clear. Okay, God, what am I saying in essence? In conclusion, which is the main deal? Which one of them will you do and you will be called a properly married woman, a properly married man? It is a cultural marriage. It is a traditional marriage. Not the church marriage and not the court marriage. African, we do our things. Not just our thing, we do it according to how we saw it in the Bible. Okay, now that you have gotten the better understanding, so go ahead. Please go ahead and prepare. Marry your wife, marry your husband, and that is it. And that is the reason in churches where they have opportunity for what they call blessing of marriage. Yes, I have seen grandparents who got wedded in the church, but they have been married over the years, and they were grandparents, and they feel that okay, it is time for us to solemnize our marriage in the church. Yes, and it was glorious. In fact, when you ask them, they say honestly that it is that time that they did that church wedding that they were supposed to do it. And we all laugh. So, but please, if you can afford the 3, you go ahead. But if you cannot, please go for the traditional marriage and start living with your husband and your wife. Okay? Till I see you in my next video, God bless you and be free from every bondage. Bye.